Hello, everyone. Welcome to Episode 2 of Late Crow. I'm Nav, and today we have with us Miltos
Hi, Miltos here.
and our very special guest, Mr. Mo.
Hi.
So today it's we have some links. We can each of us has one link, some selection, and we're gonna discuss. I hope it's like funny, entertaining, or sometimes a little bit serious.
We can try funny.
Yeah.
Let's go for funny.
Yeah. Let's see what it is. Okay,
Yeah.
tell us, Miltos.
Yes,
And
let's go.
before we start, I have to say it's good if you follow us on YouTube. There is also on Spotify audio. And if you have any suggestions, write them on comments or send us an email or message on Facebook page and we can read it aloud. What quote has always stuck with you? It's from Reddit and people say their answers. If you wait until you're ready, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. What do you think? No.
Do you agree with that quote? Because
Yeah, it's like that code, right? If you're waiting for perfection, it will never come.
that's a
Yes,
bit different
yes.
though.
It's very much like that. A lot of people are waiting, it's not the right time. It's my music is not good enough. My
Yeah.
comedy is not good enough.
Yeah.
My podcast is not good enough.
Okay.
It's never fucking good enough. You have to put it out there and see, and keep working on it because you're never
Never
reach that
100%.
perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
The day you're perfect, that means now what now? You know?
But the comment of feeling ready though, because you can start something and just not feel ready yet. That's a bit different than, you don't think?
Yeah, because you're true. You're right about that. Ready and the perfection thing, which I was talking, is a bit different.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, ready is feeling. A lot of time you are just feeling nervousness, and because of that,
Yeah.
you're never ready.
Yes, exactly.
I'm coming from that side. People never feel that. It never comes this. I'm ready yet.
Yeah. The feeling of let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It maybe it's with some people.
Yeah.
Tell us more about your experience. Do you feel always ready for everything, or do you have to push yourself?
I really have to push myself.
Yeah.
This is rare that I feel ready for something.
Yeah.
It's
Today for me.
Yeah.
I was I want to sleep. I want to take some rest. But
No.
then I was I will never be fucking ready. I have to fucking go for
No,
this.
if it was up to me, I'd wait 30 years and then do something. That's but then I get pushed by certain people, and I think it's for the best. But internally, I have a feeling of maybe we should wait a bit more
Yeah, you wait.
to have a bit more experience.
Yeah, that's the perfection you're looking for, man.
But then you don't get that experience by not trying anything.
Yeah, you should. I believe that
it's a
you should
catch-22.
always try.
Yeah.
Always try and fail. I'm not if you're afraid of failing, then you're waiting.
Failure is a legit fear, though. That's it's very legitimate to be afraid of failing.
Okay, if you have that fear, are you gonna avoid it though? Is that
That's-
fear gonna add something? You will fail anyway.
It's a catch-22. Yeah, it is.
It's gonna happen anyway, irrespective of you are careful about
Yeah.
not getting it.
You can minimize the fail, though. Do you think at some point you can minimize the fail by preparing a bit more?
I don't think so.
No?
I feel you're just gonna invest a lot of energy in minimizing your failure rather than increasing your success. So you are working not to fail rather than to succeed.
You're minimizing the fear, you mean?
The failure. So for example, the whole goal of your project or the thing you're doing is not to fail.
Yeah.
You're not aiming to succeed. So you won't take those chances which are high risk
Yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
to get more success.
Yeah.
You will try to minimize your failure.
Yeah. So the focus is on the failure instead of
Yeah.
the reward, which is the success.
I don't want to be a beggar on streets. I want to you're not trying to be next Bill Gates or something.
Yeah.
You're trying not to go on streets, so you stick to your job forever. you know?
Yeah.
So
the
that's,
bar is then okay. I understand. That's very fair. Yeah.
What do you think? So you think that we should always try many times,
you
even
should-
when you think that you're not ready?
This is what I'm telling. This is what I feel at the moment, but I know myself. Every fucking day is different because it also depends on your motivation,
Absolutely. And that fluctuates, I think, a little bit.
Very much.
Yeah.
And people say motivation is a medicine which you have to take every fucking day. And if you don't have it, one day you're not ready. And then the way I'm talking right now, tomorrow I might be like, oh no, I don't want to get out of my bed again.
Yeah, but
how do you keep that consistency?
but you
when it
should
comes
have
to-
these up and downs.
You think that's
it's-
normal?
Yeah, it's nice.
Ah.
Because you feel you are in control, right? When you fell down, then you know how to up yourself.
Yeah. Where you can remember the high points, maybe. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, you have experience about yourself and how you improve,
Okay.
right? When
gives you
one day,
feedback.
one day you're feeling that you don't want to do anything, then you don't know how to convince yourself to do it
Yeah.
and change your mind in a way or feelings.
And how do you do that? Like, what's your...
Personally, like, I like memes. I like funny things. Actually, funny things or strange things. I like that they make me think. Like the quotes, for example. You will listen later my quotes and you see that I'm crazy. Like, but they give me energy. I don't know, and they make me think. Like they make me wake up.
Okay.
We don't need those quotes.
You will have to listen to my quotes. Do you want to read one of the next ones? I actually assigned one.
Okay.
Or if you find someone.
Moat, if you have any personal quote, tell us that.
I think
I don't have any personal quotes.
if you want, we can.
You don't remember any line which your friend or your mother said. It doesn't have to be a dramatic dialogue, but something which stuck with you and still you think about it sometime. Like anything which they said to you at a particular moment, your ex-girlfriend, your friend, your mother, your father, your grandfather.
Okay, give you some time. Say yours.
Yeah, what is yours actually? I think
yours.
I think you have a pretty good one. You said it earlier, so let me
It's
think.
not the good one, but it's something which
That
is
stuck
like
with you, yeah.
which stuck with me. So where I'm from, it's very common there in Rajasthan in India, and my mother used to tell me this when I was a kid, and it goes like this. If you say it in English, like even your mother, who loves you very much, like the most anybody can love you in this world, won't breastfeed you unless you start crying. So you have to really ask for things and go after things. You're not going to get it
or
if
beg.
you just sit there
Or beg for milk.
and expect things to happen. You have to cry or make it happen for yourself.
And your mother gave you this quote?
Yeah, my mother told me.
That's a good quote to like grow up to, I think.
But were you a crying baby?
Maybe I don't know why she said that to me, but it's just stuck with me. Maybe maybe because as a kid I was like expecting things to happen, but now I assume the world doesn't owe you shit. You have to go after it, or you have to like ask for it, or like, fight for it.
Yeah.
I think as an adult, I'm still waiting for things to happen. Sometimes I catch myself. I'm like, it should have happened by now. Where is it?
Start crying.
But it's very healthy to grow up with this quote, because like it also kind of pushes yourself. It gives you like a sense of I don't know, like striving for something, like kind of self-driven motivation, which I think is very important for individuals, especially in the society that we live in. It's like there's a lot of self-drive needed to do the things that you need to do, and it's like you can't rely so much on people giving you handouts. Like it seems to be very individualistic.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel a lot, even with us, sometimes we just feel like we were owed something, or like why that didn't happen to us, why we didn't get this. But when you realize in the end, world doesn't owe you shit. Like it's...
And do you think this is a healthy mentality? Do you think like in terms of society that we should all just be like fighting for our own little rights, or do you think at some point we should have
fighting is a strong word sometimes,
pushing for our own like kind of gain, but do you think also there should be a sense of like collectiveness that we do things for each other, and because I think that's, for me, I think I would rather see...
We need to strive for it. We need to push for it.
I mean, I think the way society is set up right now, then it is, you have to strive for your own kind of gain, but I think ideally would want to
maybe a collective gain also, like you don't have to like really fight with each other, because you got to have that abundance mentality.
Yes.
You can't feel like, okay, there are only like a plate full of food. There is a lot of food out there. It's just that like you have to make sure.
Yeah, this is much more. I like this. And if you do say then there is enough place for everyone, you just have to make sure that you get your plate. And I think that's a lot.
And I heard it from somebody, and it's like really cool, which I feel like amongst your friends and family, you got to be a communist.
Yes.
And you're in larger your friend circle, you got to be a socialist. But when it comes to a world at large, you got to be a capitalist.
I don't know though. I don't want to be that. Like, you know.
Yeah,
I
because
know,
then you have to like, you know, you're competing with things, people around, but in your own community, you're a socialist. You're helping everybody out, and with your friends and family, you're a communist. So you're like, if you have more, you give it to them.
Yeah.
But in large, you still have that spirit and drive to get more for yourself.
I think that's very realistic. I think that's very healthy and realistic. But like, I don't know. Part of me also wish it wasn't like that.
Healthy? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way the system is set up. And if you do want the best for yourself, at some point you do gonna have to play by certain rules, because you can't just sit on the sidelines and be like, that's not fair. Like, you know.
And then you can still be generous to your friends and family.
Exactly.
And your society at large.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But then how do we define that last step though? Who's part of that last step?
Your own conscious. Bro.
Yeah. Who are you a capitalist to? Like your boss maybe? Or
I think...
Should we go to the next one?
We can do.
Go for it, bro.
So this is from Winnie the Pooh, and the quote is...
I don't wear pants.
That too. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. That's beautiful. It reminds me of have you guys watched South Park? You guys watch South Park?
No, not yet. I've heard their song Uncle Fucker.
Is that one of the really early seasons maybe?
I don't know. I've heard it like ages ago, like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah. I think there's an episode where it's Stan. He becomes an emo. And then he's sad all the time. And then there's a quote by Butters, who's also a character, and he goes like, yes, you're sad right now, but how great is it that you can feel sadness, because that means at some point you also felt like true happiness. Like you have this contrast. So maybe this is also that like saying like, so that you have like a bit of, so to feel this, you must have also felt the opposite of it. So otherwise you wouldn't be able to characterize it, which I think is a nice quote.
Yeah, you are aware of your emotional attachment. Or
there's something else there, so it's not just like.
And to add to that quote, this is very true, because like, if you have heard this, like opposite of happiness is not sad or hatred, or opposite of love is not hatred, it's indifference.
Indifference, yes, which is
nice.
Much worse, I think.
So if you're feeling sad,
definitely
you felt that happiness and it's going away, and that's why you're like,
yes,
sad,
and that's what you want to hold on to.
Yeah,
the sadness is like it's slipping away, which I think it's beautiful in some way, but you have to remember the contrast.
Yeah, it's nice.
Indifference is the worst thing though.
Yeah.
Like,
oh man, that means like you had nothing. It's like it's like somebody in your neighborhood died who you didn't even know. And you don't care.
There's nothing.
Whereas if you had a great relationship with that person and you were like, you know, really connected, and you have had like great conversation, and when that person is missing and that hole is there in your heart and your life, when you're walking by that corridor and you doesn't see that smile anymore, then you really feel it, you know, at that moment.
Okay, I think at that point, I have to say mine. Actually, I have to say two quotes. One from the thread that I really, really like, and I think is one of my favorite, at least for the last few months. And it relates to this one. I told you that they may forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Very deep.
That's actually pretty true for me, because I forget everything. But I always remember how I felt with that person.
Yeah.
And this is how I know, like, I want to hang out with that person. I don't even know what I had a conversation about.
But you just know you felt good with that person.
Yeah.
So therefore,
You mean about the good part. I think many people, for example, might hate me, but they might not remember why.
That's a very strong word,
people actually hate you? What did you do?
I don't remember.
And bro,
they don't even remember. No one remembers, but they hate me.
But opposite of love is not hatred. It would have been worse if they were indifferent towards you.
Yes.
So definitely they felt something when they were around you, and they can't seem to forget you.
Yeah. But they're not aware of it, you know? And then I think through the time we try to forget some things, and then we just keep remembering that, okay, I don't like this guy.
Or you prefer not to hang out with that person. Or like you have like
the decision is made. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I think we make that decision all the time. Especially
have limited times.
as we get older, we become more like, our time gets much more valuable. Like, after work and everything, the little stuff you have to do with life, and then you have like some spare time. You do meet a lot of people, especially in Berlin.
Miltos, you should know. After spending so much time at work and exhausting so much of energy, I came here. Just imagine how much do I love you now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So always feel good and go to a good sleep.
You have to show
about
me
it.
how much you love me.
I mean, yeah,
I don't love you enough to pose naked for you so that you can paint me.
not yet. There is time.
Mo seems to be ready, huh? He needs to be asked properly.
No, I think
Make him feel like one of your French girls.
I think I've already been off on camera with my top off once, so I think that's.
Yeah?
I think no, twice. So it's fine. I think I've had my fill. Maybe I'll come paint though. If you compose, I'll come paint.
So should I say my other personal one? The bachelor, this is mine quote. This is the one that I like. Humans are barcodes. Barcodes are fake little pianos.
What?
Explain.
I don't know. There's no explanation.
Last one.
Actually,
Question mark.
I can explain something, describe something. I like when something doesn't make sense.
Like a puzzle.
Yeah, like I was thinking about these questions like what is art, what is life, what is love, and then usually everything you say makes some kind of sense. Every answer makes sense.
Yeah, it's open.
And then you can have an answer, a word that it doesn't actually make sense and makes you think out of the box.
To make sense of it.
Yeah, for example, when you say art is the door to the toilet.
Art is the door to the toilet.
It's very difficult to find actually
Why?
connection because any kind of other connection you can make, art is, for example, a door, then it makes sense, a door to something.
But
an
why
obstacle.
toilet?
Then it makes it a bit difficult to find a real connection. It's a bit awkward.
Are you considering art as something
I don't know
shit
why
out?
why it's awkward, but it's awkward. So it's like an observation. Like one other thing, love. Try to say what is love. What is love in one word or in one sentence?
Love is a strong connection to another person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good. You see, everything you might say and say about
Strong
love.
emotional connection.
Strong
Yeah.
emotional connection.
Love is
yeah.
hatred.
Love can be hatred.
Yeah, it's everything you
Once
connect
if
with
there
love.
was
it
love
works.
and it moves out and there is a hole,
Yeah.
that's a hatred.
Yeah, there's sort of a connection to love.
What-
Yeah.
Now, what is love?
Yeah, I would say it's a strong connection.
Say something different, like not. Put your
What is love, man?
two,
What
take
is
two, take
love?
two.
I don't think
Find something that is not common said.
love is something when you want to be with a person without any rational reason.
Should I say mine?
Go on. I feel like you're ready.
Love is the smell of your fridge.
I feel like you made this whole thing up to set this line up. You asked all of us our opinions, and in the end, you just wanted to say this fucking
No,
line.
but seriously, Miltos, what is love
Because-
to you?
Basically, about this logic is like everything you can think. Love is the smell of your body. Makes sense, right? Or the smell of you. Makes sense.
I mean, you could. I see what you're trying to do.
And no,
But fridge is something
every-
which I open every 5 seconds to see if
Yeah.
there's something new inside, you know?
And if it smells, usually it's a bad sign, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because fridge is
Yeah.
supposed to have no smells. Come on,
Except if
the oven,
it
yes.
it doesn't smell, it just
Yeah.
smells.
Oh, man. I can smell cake all of a sudden.
Yeah, but I mean, look, all these kind of sayings, sometimes they sound very cliche, very common, and they don't actually strike you. So
Because
it doesn't mean that it's good. It's good.
They're so open and vague that you kind of
Yeah.
put your own.
And what happened to humans are barcodes / pianos?
Yeah, I don't understand that one still.
There is some kind of strangeness, you know. Your mind makes you work. Like I like the effect of these quotes. How they make your mind work. Try to find a connection to something that makes sense, and even in the end you cannot find.
They're kind of like Rubik's Cube
Yep.
sentences.
Yep.
Okay.
Every human is a black box. I would say.
That's nice. That makes sense.
Indestructible.
It has like information inside,
Box industry.
always
Yeah, the
recording.
black box is indestructible. It's like the only thing that I was supposed to survive after a plane crash, right?
Yeah.
It has all the flight.
Conversations.
It's
And
all the
data.
flight records and data before the plane goes down, so they can see like which buttons the pilot pressed, what conversations they've had over the radio, and
Everything.
just-
Wow, I didn't know about this.
Yeah. You should really watch these Nat Geo documentaries where the NTSB, I think they're called, the flight. So after a plane crash, there's this organization that goes to the wreckage, retrieves the black box, and then they can see why the plane crashed and how it crashed, and they can kind of find all that info.
This is a whole new chapter in Netflix and YouTube and
Yeah, it's really interesting.
and
It's so
Discovery
interesting.
Planet.
Yeah, it's like Nat Geo, Discovery, like it's really, really cool.
Huh.
But hence the black box indestructible thing. It's not even black. It's like I think it's like fluorescent orange or something.
Yeah.